Welcome to this week's episode of Momentum Monday. I'm your host, Paul Halme, and this week we are going to go into who is your market. All right, this is more important than any funnel, any sales system you can build out. If you don't know who you're talking to, then you're going to be falling on deaf ears. Most of the time, you're going to waste a ton of money. All right, this is super, super important. Do you know who you're talking to? This really got clubbed over my head when I went to Mitch Miller's event in Phuket, Thailand, his copywriting event, and basically he broke down that the most important thing is your market, and then of course your message to market. But market is the most important. Who are you talking to? You know, what do they like? What are they into? What are their hobbies? What are their fears? What are their desires? What are their needs? Define it as much as you can. Basically, take out a sheet of paper and write down everything about a person. So you could have, you know, for me, it's like my perfect avatar is a married guy with 2 kids between the ages of 28 and 50. That has a good job, owns a house, things like that. It's my perfect avatar, basically, because it's almost like me. And I relate really well to those guys, and they're probably my best clients because they're a lot of fun to work with, and we have a lot of things in common, but I can speak to them really easily. But when I'm writing a fitness kickboxing ad, I have to change completely. If I'm trying to talk to me and I run a fitness kickboxing ad to women, it's going to fall on deaf ears. It's like, hey, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. So you have to get in their head. Like some of the best copywriters in the world is when they're doing copy is they'll literally try to get in their avatar's head. They'll try to become their avatar almost, you know, especially writing for women because women want way different things than men want. I mean, we all know that. If you're married, you definitely know that. Everyone has a little bit different appeal to it. So you have to know who you're talking to, all right? A really good way to do this is to get out a sheet of paper. Like I said, write out, you know, name it like Tom or, you know, Spot, whoever, Suzanne, whoever, anybody. Basically just go in and you create your avatar, you know, how old they are, where they live, what do they want, what's their desire. So then when you're writing copy, you always write back and think back to that. It's like, okay, so if I'm marketing to this person and I'm going to spend money to drive these leads into my gym, they need to match my market. If my message is completely off from my market, then it's not going to make any sense. They're going to scroll right past it on Facebook. They're not going to look at it on YouTube, things like that. So you have to find out who your market is, get laser focused on that, spend more time on that. It's like the old quote, like if you had an hour to cut down a tree, you're going to spend the whole hour cutting down the tree, you're going to spend 55 minutes sharpening the axe so you can chop it down with ease. Really, really focus on who your market is. And then later on in a future episode, we'll talk about message, how you take that market to message. You connect the two, and it's huge. It accelerates everything, amplifies your traffic, amplifies your sales, amplifies all your results. So get laser focused on who you're talking to. Spend the time doing the research, and I guarantee you it's going to pay off huge in the long run because this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. It's like I'm going to be doing this for a long time. I want to run my gym for a long time, and I know most of my clients are the same way. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. See you next week.